Starting to feel like Louisiana in Studio B. Right. You're listening to WNCW. We've got the Revelers live in studio. If you like what you're hearing, you can catch them out there on the interwebs at revelersband.com, I believe. That's correct. And, of course, the best thing is live. They got a show coming up this evening at the Blue Bear Mountain Festival outside of Boone, North Carolina. And then tomorrow at the ISIS Restaurant and Music Hall in West Asheville. But then there's a really big event that you guys, I think it's your own private party, if I'm getting
not
the
private.
vibe. Yeah, this is like an open invitation.
We have the right to refuse service.
Right. Down in Lafayette, these guys throw a big festival called Black Pot. Yeah. And I'm thinking that a lot of people want to get turned on to this because this is the first I've heard of it. And,
is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm not sure it's been getting the media spread that it probably deserves. But give us a rundown. How does this thing work?
Oh yeah. We don't want too much media spread. We don't want to turn it into Bonnaroo or something.
There's licensing involved.
No, we love Bonnaroo.
We love Bonnaroo. Please hire us.
We just don't want to manage Bonnaroo.
Yeah, it's several days. I guess a whole week, right? Of music and food.
Go ahead. No, festival's 2 days, the big festival, and we do a camp leading up to that where you can come camp out and take workshops and classes and cooking and music and dance. So you can make it a whole week. You can stretch it out. And it's 2 weeks after Leaf this year, so there's plenty of time to get down there.
Nice.
But the festival's kind of unique. It's in its 10th year, and it's a music festival as well as a cook-off. So a lot of the great cooks from around the area, amateur and professional, come in and compete in gumbo and jambalaya, gravy, things like that, and all the samples are free to try for festival attendees.
Yeah.
So everybody comes and puts on 5 or 10 pounds, and
You can make yourself sick if you want to.
Well, you dance it off too.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So the fact you're having a festival that music and food, those things in Louisiana really are incredibly intermixed, aren't
Inseparable.
they? Yeah, they are inseparable. And I guess a couple of things. Folks up here in the mountains, a lot of folks are. Louisiana is an exotic and spicy place. It seems far away, but all of the personnel seem to be rather confusing. Maybe you guys could offer up some of the distinctions between Cajun and Arcadian as opposed to Creole. There's different groups, and the music is a little different. Thoughts on how you delineate who is who and what is what? Can't tell the players without a program.
Blake has a degree in this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you should think of Louisiana as being a Creole nation, and Cajun being a small part that makes up that Creole nation, with lots of different styles and lots of different ways of talking and cooking and dancing, all mixed in, sort of arbitrarily.
Okay. We got to the bottom of that, didn't
4
we?
years, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying to keep it brief, man. I'm trying to keep it brief. We don't have a whole lot of time on this radio show.
Professor Onsolet will be proud. Yeah.
Is there a difference really musically between Cajun and Zydeco?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're getting down to the bone
Yes.
of it. And how do you tell the difference?
By spending a lot of time in Louisiana.
Okay.
Or with us.
Or with us.
Why don't you play some Zydeco?
Okay. Well, you could take. Let's see. You could take a Zydeco song that would be like. And then like. And then like a Cajun tune would be more like. And I really played the same tune, but in two different styles.
So is it the style or is it timing? I mean, is it signature?
I know it's not a time signature
Okay.
thing. I would say it's a style thing.
Okay. Influenced by ethnicity?
Somewhat, yeah. But
Okay.
you could say that the Cajun music sort of grew up closer to country music and country dancing and stuff like that, whereas Zydeco sort of grew up out of the blues and such.
Okay. There we go. I think we got that straightened out. Now,
I don't have that accordion.
the
Now you do. Do I have to do that demonstration again?
So I'm assuming that that all the representations of the musical forms are in place at Black Pot.
Yes, they are.
For sure.
Yes.
And we like to cross boundaries and cross blurry lines in this band quite a lot. So
Right.
if you're trying to listen to us to find the distinctions, you're not going to have a lot of luck.
Well, obviously on the new record, there seems to be a lot of soul creeping in.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got the feel of Louisiana or New Orleans rather in some places.
Right. Well, that's where the swamp up and the Zydeco sort of crosses
Okay,
and get
okay.
that soul in there.
So is there some unspoken competition between the coast and say Northwest Louisiana musically? Is it?
There's no competition.
No, there is no
We
music.
win.
There is no music coming out of Northwest Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, you got Britney Spears.
That's true. Well, she's Northeast. That's Monroe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Monroe. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is like a lot of people when you say Louisiana, they think New Orleans.
Yes,
you know,
that's right.
worldwide. And Lafayette being Southwest Louisiana is like a whole different world from New Orleans. So we encourage people to just come down and see it. You know, once you're there, you see it. It's different.
All
And
right.
then
So if everybody's coming down for Black Pot now that we've let the secret out of the bag, give folks a couple places if they want to be rolling around the area and they want to get turned on to a local spot to catch some authentic tunes. Where would you point them?
La Poussière in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana.
In Beaubridge?
Breaux Bridge.
Okay.
Breaux.
There's there's the Whiskey River Club, Whiskey River Landing in Henderson, Louisiana. Every Sunday they have a dance from 4 to 8. There's clubs out in the country. There's Slim's Waikiki out in north of Opelousas. There's
Hall of Fame Club.
the Millers Zydeco Hall of Fame.
There's two checks in Maurice.
I
There's
think
Fred's and Mamu.
Yeah, there's Fred's and Mamu.
Is there a
The Liberty
idealized circuit that traditional musicians or folks like you or guys who are pressing the boundaries of the musical form that you work, like the Chitlin circuit used to be for soul?
There's definitely a Cajun Zydeco circuit
Okay.
out
Crawfish
that's around
circuit.
that's around the country that we do play. I mean, most of the older people, like we were hanging out with Cheryl and Russell Cormier, who are a great band. They're in their 70s, and they said, I mean, you used to be able to make a living at home playing music every night, but there's just not as many clubs. There's not as many people that come out anymore.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot more traveling that you have to do.
Right.
And there's a lot more bands than there used to be too.